Hello everyone, my name is Ian and I've been with Kaart for about 5 years now. And so today I will be presenting on Kaart, improving the OpenStreetMap together. And so what I would like to do is give you a background of how the company started, what our different teams are, and how our teams interact with the community. And so Kaart was originally envisioned by the CEO during his multiple trips to countries in Central and South America. And during this time, he was using a standard GPS to help orient himself while he was in these countries. And he quickly learned that it was very useful to have a general idea of where he was, but at the same time, he noticed that the map and the GPS wasn't the greatest quality. And so later on, he moved to Cape Town, South Africa, where he continued to tinker with GIS data, and he eventually developed a map of the area for his own personal use. And in 2007, he created the website gpstravelmaps.com, and included a web store so he could offer these custom-made maps to the community. That way any travelers going to these areas that he's been would have an up-to-date map of the area that they were traveling to. And so over time, Kaart has created GIS data and licensed that data to organizations throughout the world. And what started out as a small team of 10 people has quickly grown to over 150 employees, and 30 of those are local editors found around the globe. And Kaart currently has 8 teams that can be found in Colorado, Washington, California, and Utah. And so our different teams include the ground survey team, the AI teaching team, the missing geometry and missing road names team, the high priority road network team, and our community editing teams. So our ground survey team travels to various locations around the world to gather ground imagery, which is later used to improve OSM data in those areas. And while our editors are on the ground, they are looking for things such as missing street names, they're verifying the directions and the length of one-way streets, and they are checking the overall integrity of the high-priority road network for accuracy. And our AI teaching team uses machine-learned data that is generated by their client to help add data to OSM. So all of this data is analyzed by our editors and processed before it is added to OSM. And this team generally works in areas around the world that are either rural or have very limited data. And what they do for the community is they put in the stepping stones or the simple building blocks so the community members in those areas are able to build upon that data in the future. And our missing geometry and missing road names team adds missing geometry based on the newest and most up-to-date imagery. And after they've added all the missing geometry for an area, they then compare local road name data sets to the names that are currently present in OpenStreetMap. And any names that are missing are added as either a name or an alt name. And this team works very closely with the local community to come to agreements on the best way to portray names, such as either writing out numbered roads or putting them in their numeric form. And currently, this team has worked in Brazil, Colombia, and Mexico. And in Colombia, they have added over 360,000 street names, and in Mexico, they have added almost 500,000 street names. And our high priority road network team reviews the change in road data for nearly 70 countries on a sub-annual frequency. And their focus is to identify vandalism, new construction, and miscellaneous errors. And they use proprietary data to identify potential areas of concern within the countries that they work. And while they are deployed in these areas of concern, they try to evaluate the current level of data in that general area. And if they are able to find something that they believe can be improved upon, they bookmark it for future campaigns. And this team is frequently engaged with the communities that they work in to help clarify specific editing practices or governmental transportation policies for each of these communities. Our community editing team is a community outreach program that is designed to bring our editors at Kaart closer to the communities that we map in. So our goal is to work together with each of these communities to improve the quality of OpenStreetMap data by following the customs of each of the regions that we work in. And our main scope of editing mostly includes navigational editing, troubleshooting, and community outreach and encouragement, but it can change with the different needs of the area. And worldwide, our program includes over 30 people, with 4 of those being located in the Philippines. And these 4 editors mainly focus on navigational editing, and they are currently working on one-ways and missing roads. So here is an example of how our high priority road network team worked with the Argentinian community to improve upon their high priority road network. So in the picture on the left, you can see that the road network wasn't of the greatest quality at the time. It was a little sparse in some areas and really well done in others. So after our team worked with this community, we were able to help them greatly improve the routability of their road network in that area, and you can see there that it gives full coverage over all of Argentina. And here is a map of Kaart's impact on the world as of last year. And you can see from all the fun little dots on the map that we have thousands of edits all around the world. And this isn't just from one team, this is from all our different teams. And we work with all the communities that we visit in any way we can to help them further improve the data for their area. So on to our community editing teams. We have 6 different teams with over 30 people, and our goal is to work together with the local community to improve the quality of OpenStreetMap data in those areas. And so right now our main scope is navigational editing, troubleshooting, and the community outreach and encouragement. So what we really want to see is the community to get excited about improving the data in their area, because they know the area better than anybody, and so who better to edit their part of the world than them, right? So currently we have 6 different teams. We have teams in South America and Mexico, Romania, Moldova, Russia, Turkey, and the Philippines. And so, as I said earlier, we have 4 editors in the Philippines, and you may know them already. And they are Erwin, Raleigh, Vince, and Eugene. And these are a great bunch of guys. They really enjoy working with the community and doing anything they can to help improve road data in their area. And so their main priority is improving road-related data in OSM. But some other projects that they've worked on are they have gathered street-level imagery using Mapillary, but this was sadly postponed due to COVID-19 restrictions. And they really enjoy engaging with the local and regional communities. So one such endeavor, in 2019, they held regular weekly mapping sessions for students of a local university. And these students contributed to local mapping initiatives or humanitarian mapping responses, and even some projects for the easier road-related tasks provided by Kaart. And so this is just a great way to show how we engage with the community. We really try to help people get involved and get excited about mapping. It's really kind of fun. And you can see on the slide here that over the 30 projects they've done, most of their projects involve geometry. There's name consistency, there's very specific editings, which are case-by-case instances. There's the Mapillary collection, and working with the community. And so currently they are working on one-way streets in the Philippines and adding missing geometry in Luzon, Mindanao, and Visayas. And so I hope that gives all of you a good idea of who Kaart is, kind of what our different projects are, and our involvement in the community. So, thank you.